I'm Pete Daniel, and I love to film the wildlife in my home of the Tamar Valley. The Tamar Valley is on the border of Devon and Cornwall. Join me as I show you the wildlife around the Tamar Valley for 12 months. Well, last time you saw me, I went back to the barn to see if I had any results on the barn owl camera. I started work up the garden by digging it over ready for planting. I managed to film a tricky bird of prey in the Tamar Valley, the peregrine falcon. This week, I hope to extend my poultry concern. Me and Elsie show you one of our favourite things to do in the spring, and also I go looking for one of my favourite animals of the Tamar Valley, the roe deer. Well, every year, end of January, beginning of February, me and my youngest daughter Elsie go looking for one of our favourite things to find. The frog spawn. We bring it home and watch it hatch. Okay, Elsie Joe, what is it you want to show everybody?
Our frog spawn.
And what do you want to show everybody the frog spawn for?
Our tadpoles have been born overnight.
Once the frog spawn's hatched, we watch the tadpoles grow all the way up to little froglets. Then we take them back to where they came from to release them. This year we are doing it all again, but hoping to try something a little bit different when it comes to release day. Well, here's the pond tank, where after me and Elsie collected the frog spawn earlier this year, we had inside to watch the tadpoles hatch out. But now they've come on quite a bit, so we brought the tank outside, obviously to acclimatise to the outside weather, because eventually we want to release these tadpoles when they turn into froglets. And hopefully this year we'll be able to release them in one of the little projects we got going on at the garden. But I'll show you that a bit later on. But let me just show you how the tadpoles are getting on now. Well, there they are, look. They seem happy enough and feeding away. They had some fish food flakes last night before I went to bed, so they're probably picking up what's left of that in between the stones. Of course you get bugs and whatnot. There's a fly there on the floor, look, he's fallen in there. They'll probably have E later. But they seem happy enough swimming around. Oh look, he's got his back legs, look, that one. He's got his back legs. He's a fair bit bigger than the rest of them, mine. Oh well, they're developing. Back legs is growing. So, in a little while, a couple of weeks, they'll be turning into proper little froggies. Well, I'm quite pleased that they're getting on in there, really. They're growing away really well. That one now, of course, he's got his back legs coming. I better get a wiggle on and get up the garden and get that project underway, because it will soon be time for releasing. A couple of weeks and they'll be just about there. Right, I better get on. Well, this is the next project for the garden this year, and this is our pond. We were very kindly given this pond liner a few weeks ago by a lady on the allotment up the end there. Didn't need it no more, said we got a use for it. I spoke to the wife, we decided to put a pond in. We're going to turn this whole corner into an area for wildlife, and we want to start with a pond. We want to do that because the tadpoles down in our pond tank are going to come up here this year and be released. So hopefully we'll get froglets coming out of the pond. And that's the plan anyway. So we need to get it in the ground, get some gravel and stones in the bottom, and go and get some pondweed from the place where the tadpoles have come from, get it planted out, and then we'll be able to release them. And then hopefully, in the next few years, we'll get some frog spawn of our own in here. And who knows, we may even get some newts as well. That would be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this project. Well, anyone that knows me knows I love my chickens. And it all started about 2 years ago when I bought some chickens off my mate Stu. Then we went down to Cornwall and bought 4 more. And now we've got nearly 30 chickens. So it's just grown and grown and grown. But this year, I'm hoping it's going to grow some more. Fingers crossed anyway. Go on, go. Right, this is what I wanted to show you this year. I want to show you me hatching some of my own chicken eggs. Alright, now I've been collecting these eggs for a few days now. They're all clean, washed off, okay, ready to go. I've got some from the battery hens, the X layers I've got here, and some from my dories, okay? And they've been in with Frank the cockerel, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that Frank's done the job. So I've set up 2 incubators. I've got the main one here, what the eggs will go into. If anything fails on that with the temperature or the humidity, the moisture in the incubator, an alarm will go off. Woo, 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 woo. If that happens, I've got to get those eggs out of there and into the backup incubator. Okay, so out of there and into there as quick as I can. If something goes wrong, then you could lose the lot. But everything's sterilised, everything's ready to go. It's been on for 24 hours, it's up to speed. Let's get these eggs in there and see what happens. Right, I'm expecting the alarm to go off when I take this lid off. Cool, you can feel the warmth coming out of that. You can see the humidity drops right off. Now the alarm will go off because all the moisture is coming out. So what I want to do, I'll just set that a minute. I want to put these eggs in. Temperature's dropped. Just do the egg turning mechanism till it gets put into place, and then I should place the eggs in. In goes the first one. Oh, it's a big egg, mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 12 to go in. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now as soon as I put this lid on, that's it. The magic will hopefully begin. And that's that one on. The temperature will pick up again in a minute, and so will the humidity. There. Ideal. The eggs is in. Let's see what happens. Well, that's the eggs in the incubator. Now it's just a matter of waiting to see what happens. So fingers crossed, in 20 odd days time we'll have some chicks come out of these eggs. That would be brilliant. Well, that's ideal to get those eggs in that incubator. I just hope something happens, so I'll be keeping my fingers crossed for that. Whilst they're in there, I can't do anything for a few days, so I'm going to make my way down home now and see if I can find one of my favourite animals of the Tamar Valley. Yep, okay. I've been and located a roe deer. She's up in the next field up, heading towards the top wood. So what I'm going to do now is get my gear on, get covered up, okay, get my mask on, stop the light shining off my face. Okay, get my hat on. And I'm going to try and sneaky up there and see if I can get some shots of this roe deer. Fingers crossed, eh? There's the roe doe. And she looks like she is heavy, ready to have a baby. Oh, she's going into the wood. Right, that roe deer has just gone into the top wood from the field. I managed to get some shots of her, but I want to try and get a little bit closer if I can. See if I can get some better shots. Easier said than done. Oh, she's right there. How the hell did she get there so quick? Oh, she goes. Well, do you know, that was absolutely brilliant to see that Rhodo, and to see that she may have babies as well is absolutely fantastic. So we may have some fawns running about the place in a few weeks' time, so hopefully I'll be able to show you that. But that was absolutely brilliant to see that Rhodo, absolutely brilliant. Right, well, I'm back on the eggs in the incubator. It's day number 7. I've moved the incubator from its original place in the kitchen into the front room. Okay, and the reason I've done that is because there was a bit of a draft coming through an extract fan vent in the wall, and that was unstabilising the temperature and the humidity in the incubator. So I've moved it into the front room. I keep the door shut, and obviously with the heating on, it's stabilised everything and it's all running smoothly. So I'm hoping there's something going on inside those eggs. So what I'm going to do today, and I want to show you this, is to make sure there's something going on, we're going to candle the eggs. Now, how do we do this? Well, we get a torch or a light source of some sort, put the torch on, turn all the lights out. We carefully and quickly though take an egg out of the incubator. Now here's one I prepared earlier from up the garden, just to show you. And what we do is with that light source, we pop the egg on top of that. Okay, that light will shine up through the egg, and if there's anything going on in there, we should see a little embryo with lots of little veins coming from the top all the way down. Okay, and then you should see an air sac at the top. Now that air sac is feeding that growing chick, and that air, oxygen and everything's coming down through the veins going towards the chick. So that's what I'm hoping to see. So fingers crossed, when we do that, we're going to see something. Well, I'm going to get everything ready. I've got to sterilise my hands. Everything's got to be clean, because inside of that incubator, it's warm and it's moist. Ideal place for bacteria to grow. Anything like that, and it's game over. So let's get everything ready and see what we got. I'm looking forward to this. Right, okay. I've got everything set up. I doubt you can see me because obviously I've got all the lights turned off. But I've got my torch ready, and what I'm going to do is try and candle an egg for you, and hopefully you'll see what I was talking about with the veins and everything inside that egg. So fingers crossed. Let's hope we got something. Okay, just pop the torch down there. Right, let's pick an egg. I want to do, see what we got. Okay, so put this egg there. Yep, there you go. You can just see the veins and everything. Look, see? That's the veins. You can just see them. I'll try and hold them in front of the camera. It's difficult because the torch is shining through. You can just see the veins coming down from the top of the egg, going down towards the embryo. Right, let's get that egg back in. So, hopefully, we're going to have a check. Let's try one of these battery end eggs. This is what I'm interested in. Right, now try that one. Yes, you can see the veins. You can just see the veins, look, coming down from the top of the egg. Go there. See them? Brilliant. That's excellent. That's really, really good. Right, get the egg back in the incubator. Really, really gentle. In he goes. Lid back on. The alarm will go off again, I expect, but there you go. Excellent. That's brilliant. So that means that we got some chicks in them eggs developing. So that's really, really good. So now I'll leave it alone until day 19. And then on day 19, I will take the eggs out, take the turning mechanism out, and then put the eggs back in and what we call lockdown. And then they've got 3 days and they should hatch. So hopefully we'll have some chicks. That'll be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, I hope you can join me next time as it all starts to happen in the incubator with the chicken eggs. They are. They are. Eggs wobbling. That's the chicken side moving. I checked to see if the blue tit has made any more progress in the bird box. And we get to work planting up at the garden. And then I go and look for one of my favourite birds that It lives down on the river.